Hey, this is Mike Sigula from TrueFear.com and welcome to another episode of True Spirituality. This is my series on metaphysics, esotericism, mysticism, and spirituality. So thank you for joining me today. This is part 2 to my video on spirit guides. And in this video, I want to give you some ideas on how you can communicate with your spirit guides, how to receive guidance, and all the basics of communication with our spirit guides. So one of the most important prayers or methods to communicate, in my view, is just asking for help in fulfilling our soul plan. Because really, this is one of the ultimate goals for everyone incarnating on Earth to do their mission, to fulfill their soul plan. So what you can do, you just basically meditate or close your eyes, get comfortable. You can do it a couple of times a day. You can do it in the evenings before you go to sleep, up to you. And you just repeat in your mind or in your head, my higher self, please help me with my mission on Earth. Please help me to fulfill my soul plan. Easy, simple stuff. You always try to talk to your higher self because that's your main spirit guide. And this is a broad, general kind of prayer, but it's really powerful because this is your main goal here, to do the mission, right? So you want to get help, right? And you can do the same with your spirit guide. So when you do my higher self, please help me with my soul plan. Please help me with my mission on Earth. Please help me to fulfill my soul plan. My spirit guides, please help me to fulfill my mission on Earth. Please help me to do my soul plan. Something like that. That's how easy it is. And you just do it every day with intentions, because you don't go and watch the TV and just repeat that. You just really feel it. You really want that. That's one thing, right? Second thing that I recommend, that I always actually use every day, is I just say, my higher self, please guide me and protect me. Same with your guides. So you say, my spirit guides, please help me, please guide me and protect me. Simple. These two things, my higher self, please guide me and protect me. The more you do it, the better, right? So every day you spend a little bit of time on it, and you mean that and you really feel that. You can close your eyes, you can meditate, you can do it before going to sleep. But these are the things that are kind of general, but depending on your life, they're going to be helping you, right? So that's the basics. Spirit guides can help you with anything, but what's important is that what is that you really need, because if your needs are coming from programming, then they probably might try to help you, but they're gonna give you like warnings or whatever. So what I mean by that, let's say I feel like I need a Ferrari or whatever, like Lamborghini. They're gonna be like, this is not your plan, this is not your goal, And if you're gonna be like, oh, my spirit guides, please give me the Ferrari or whatever, like they might actually create a scenario or situation for you where you're gonna get, let's say, a potential trigger or some kind of event that would push you towards this path of getting that car. So let's say like a job opportunity or some business opportunity, whatever. But then it's gonna turn out that this is like draining you, the person's gonna be greedy or whatever, because that's the intention here. You are being greedy. You just want something that you probably don't need at all. You just want to impress others with that kind of wish, right? So it's important what you ask for, because technically you can get anything, but a lot of these things are not what you think they are, or the path, it's just not worth there. You're just gonna be misaligned, wasting your time, wasting your energy, getting drained, getting tired. So it's important that these goals, these things that you desire and you want to help with, are pure and aligned. So what would be a good thing to ask? Let's say you are getting into spirituality and you need friends, right? We all want to share about our experiences with other people. That's normal, and very often when you are getting into this path, maybe you're losing friends, maybe some of the old friendships don't resonate anymore. Because, for example, your old friends are drinking all the time and you feel like you don't want to be doing that anymore. Or, you know, if you're going to open yourself up to your friends and talk about these kind of experiences or these kind of ideas, they're going to be like, so, you know, so you need new friends, let's say. So you can ask your spirit guides for help with that. My spirit guides, my higher self, please help me to find new friends that are going to be on the same path. Something like that. Very easy, simple things. This is an example, right? Now, another thing is how they communicate, right? So what might happen is that now you need to pay attention to synchronicities, let's say, because what might happen is that, I don't know, you're gonna see some kind of event that's gonna pop up on Facebook about whatever spiritual gathering somewhere in your town, and then you're gonna be like, that sounds interesting, let me go and check it out, right? So what might happen is that your guides and your higher self are gonna try to give you clues or opportunities or whatever it is, like some kind of coincidental events to get you to where you want to get, right? But you need to be paying attention to these signs, call it whatever you want to call it, right? Let's say you're having some problems with addiction, let's say, like whatever, pornography, alcohol. You might ask for help. Suddenly you're gonna stumble upon a video on YouTube that explains some techniques or whatever it's gonna be to help you to get out of it, for example, right? Or you're gonna meet someone who's gonna understand you and give you some resource or treatment or share with you something about that. So you gotta be open to these suggestions that are gonna be coming from different places, right? Can be anything. Can be a dream, can be a thought, can be just like finding something on the street or finding something on the internet. So you gotta become more open to these different signals that keep coming once you align, once you start asking for things, right? So the more you raise your vibration, the more you become spiritual, the more you meditate, the more you align with your intentions, they're honest, all these different things that kind of raise your vibration, the more you become compatible with higher levels, right? That means that sometimes what happens is that you're gonna open yourself to communication. Can come, you might start noticing thoughts, ideas coming, especially the more you meditate, right? You might start having visions when you meditate. You might start having dreams, for example. It can work in many different ways. Another thing, this is what I always recommend and I keep saying how it really works. It's important, karmic work, right? So spirit guides, sometimes to help you, you need to help someone else first. So it kind of opens that flow of energy, right? So they might present you with an opportunity to help someone because you ask for help. First, you do some work, you help someone else, and then you're gonna receive what you ask for, right? So it's important to also pay attention to these kind of events because sometimes what might happen is that you're gonna be presented with some kind of opportunity to help someone, and you're gonna be like, you know, I'm too busy, whatever, I don't have time, or something like that, which most people do all the time, but then you are missing on whatever you needed, right? So it's important because it's karma, it's exchange of energy, right? And you know, the more you raise your vibration, you know, I'm talking about, like, you can have a look at my previous video about raising your vibration, the more you become compatible with your spirit guides. Simple. And the higher you are, over longer periods of times, you kind of activate your senses and start getting guidance, start getting communication. Everyone is different. For some people, gonna be dreams. For other people, visions. For other people, might be hearing things, might feel things. You know, it depends. But this is the whole thing about your spiritual journey, that you kind of keep working on yourself. And the higher you go, the more compatible you are becoming with entities that are high vibration, sometimes even archangels that can guide you and help you with your stuff. This is what I've been doing for the last more than 12-14 years, where I've been like really working on myself, and it just opened insane possibilities for me. Insane. Like the stuff I've been doing in recent years, it just blows my mind. Accessing my past lives, getting access, to information about anything almost. It's just absolutely mind-blowing what kind of abilities we have, but we suppress these abilities, because it's like training muscles or anything like that. The more you work on your spiritual development, the more you become compatible with the good guys. So hope this makes sense, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. And remember about not being selfish with what you ask for, but things that you actually really need, that's going to benefit you really. And especially, your needs, are they coming from you or are they coming from programming? So like, do you want something because you've been indoctrinated that this is what you need, and it turns out that probably it's gonna make you even more unhappy, or all of these ideas come from you. So this is an important thing to distinguish. Thanks for checking this episode of True Spirituality. Until next time.